I thought I had a dull list, but when they hear about Whole Foods, this is Jill for today, and don't you start with me today.
Why don't we start right off it before you get to your list?
All right, here's to you, everybody. Happy Friday. So, now, of course, our only contact with the outside world are grocery deliveries. That's how bad our life is.
We don't go out.
I know.
Unless we take a ride in the country.
Oh, yeah. Which we did yesterday. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So we placed our order for Whole Foods. It's going to be here between 2 and 4. He goes out to get the mail, and he sees a guy down the way here getting a order, which obviously looks like a Whole Foods order. So he's...
The Whole Foods bags.
Yeah, there's that silver, you know how they are in hot weather. It's 90 degrees out, or more, but it's 90 degrees today. So he gets in his car, and what'd I do wrong?
First of all, he's parked in the middle of the building, which is where the main number
I didn't
for
see
the
that
building
part. Okay.
is, with all the letters of the various units in the positions in which they are
I didn't see
placed
that part.
in the building.
So, guy's getting ready to tear out of the neighborhood. He hails the guy down. No?
First of all...
you tell the story, love. I'm the one that wants to get mad about it. Go ahead.
I see him unload these groceries from his car.
Yeah.
Take him to the opposite end of the building that we're in.
Yeah.
Gets back in his car. I'm calling to him.
He is.
He ignores me.
He's outside his car and he's calling to him.
He shoots down the way, realizes he can't get out of the complex, makes a U-turn.
That's right.
And starts back, and I flag him down.
That's right, I forgot that.
And he gets out of his car, and I say to him, "Are you Whole Foods?" And he says, "Yes." And
he says
to me, "Are you expecting a delivery?" And I said, "Yes, I am." So he gets back in his car and drives away. That's the last we see him.
Oh my God.
So our groceries are sitting in front of somebody else's doorstep. We get the delivery notification from Whole Foods or from Amazon with a picture of them at the doorstep. I'm not about to go down and retrieve those groceries from somebody else's doorstep. First of all, my neighbors would think I'm stealing someone else's groceries.
We don't even know the neighbors. That's 95 degrees outside, and they're sitting in the broad sun. So they're...
But I'll tell you what I did is I went online and I removed the gentleman's tip, because I don't tip people who give my groceries to somebody else.
It's not... I said to him, had the guy said, "Oh my gosh, I've delivered to..." Yeah, oh my gosh, I'll go get him right now. Fine, everybody makes a mistake. I'm open to mistakes. I make lots of mistakes. But the guy took off. So, of course, I called Amazon. I first called Whole Foods, at our local Whole Foods. I told him the whole story, and at the end, he could have said, at the beginning, he said, "Hold it, we don't do this here." Instead, I went through my whole song and dance, and he says, "We don't do this here. So you have to call Amazon." So I call Amazon, and I was cut off 4 times before I finally got somebody. And he was so nice, and he said, "I got to transfer you to the Whole Foods division."
Evidently, they're actually operating from the Amazon, but...
Yeah, it's like when you have a return, you don't go to... Well, it doesn't matter. So he said, "Let me transfer you to Whole Foods." And I said, "Please don't drop me. Please don't drop me. I've been dropped 4 times. So he finally got me through to the Whole Foods division. And this guy, again, super nice guy. And he said, "Now, the other guy told me that your delivery was late." I said, "Late? It wasn't late." And he says, "Oh, I didn't know. I didn't understand the other guy." So they're re-delivering our groceries. I don't get my sweet potatoes, and I don't get my onion powder. You know what I also told DJ, that was his name. I said, we're all, and it's true, we are all under a tremendous amount of stress.
DJ, does that stand for disgruntled in his job? Or what?
He was super nice. I said, God, I know we're all stressed out. I know it's in the middle of, God knows, chaos. So I overreacted, and... the guy didn't deliver the groceries, okay? We're going to get a redelivery.
He was in such a hurry to get out of here.
Yeah,
he didn't care where he delivered.
Here's what I told him.
I'm surprised he slowed down the car.
I'm surprised he didn't hit you with the car. I said, I told DJ, I said, I think this guy was so hot to make another delivery in his time frame that he said, "Screw it, they can figure out what to do about the groceries." So there you are. Okay.
Anyway, that's our Whole Foods story.
Jeez.
Aren't you glad you asked?
I'm going to be cutting a lot of that out, I'll tell you right now. Okay, It's hot, hot, hot.
It is hot.
Hot.
We've been pushing 100
each
day. We're cooler today. We're probably in the pushing 90 today.
it's
but
hot.
we're not hot weather people. Summer is not our favorite season, except we love all the fresh fruits and veggies.
Yeah, beautiful. I dropped the camera this week. Dropped it. I hit the darn tripod. It banged onto the kitchen counter and then banged onto the floor.
She is her brother's sister.
And I said, "Oh my God, I can't afford a camera right now." Well, it's working, so we got
think
that
it
going
is.
on
We'll
for us.
find out.
Okay.
Oh,
What?
I'm sporting a Jill for a Day haircut.
How about that?
So,
I'm getting better. Looks pretty good, honey.
yeah,
Looks
no
pretty good.
gouges or anything.
I keep telling him it's $18 plus tip.
Yeah,
He doesn't go for it.
I don't give tips.
Well, you haven't been to
Ask the Amazon driver.
That's really good. That's really
Thank
good.
you.
That's really good. Well, I was going to say you haven't been to a bank to get cash in 6 months, so I know you don't have cash to give me. Okay, you know, I was talking to a friend today. We were chatting, Elizabeth, and we were, Zooming, if you will. And she said normalcy is so impossible right now, just to grab a hold of a little of normalcy, because nothing is normal. Nothing. School's
It's kind
not
of like
normal.
being married to Jill for a Day.
Jobs aren't normal.
Nothing's
The weather's not
normal.
normal. Nothing is normal. And she said, just to get up in the morning and say, you know what, I'm going to start putting makeup on again. She always used to put makeup on. She'd put little earrings in her ears.
Slow
Oh, I'm sorry.
down.
She'd put earrings on. She'd wear necklaces. She'd have her makeup on, all these things. And she said, I can grab a hold of that piece of normal, and I got it. And I told her, I put my makeup on every single day unless I'm near death's door in bed sick. And I said, it's because, and he says to me, why are you putting makeup on? You don't need makeup. Well, thank you very much. You don't need makeup. We're not going anywhere. Doesn't matter. That is something.
Even if we were going anywhere, she doesn't need makeup.
You're so sweet. It's something I can hold on to. A piece of normal in my life that I have control over. And this is what Elizabeth was sharing with me, and I totally got it. So maybe in your life, and I'd like to hear about this, except for all the thumbs down we're going to get over this video. I'd like to know if there's a normal thing in your life that you can count on every day to make you a little sane in this chaotic mess. Speaking of chaotic mess,
Okay,
I actually put
pick
down
a mess.
the whiplash of change in our world that you happen to endure for like the last 6 years or so. We've gone from meat eating to vegan, from vegan to meat eating, from that to vegetarian, from that to I don't know what else we've done. I mean, honest to goodness, we have done it all, and we're back to
We're
being.
just trying to spice things up.
And and we share this with you guys. We do. I mean, other than
Because before,
Yeah.
you just thought we were nuts.
Yeah.
And this is proof.
I mean, it's not like we're telling you every sordid detail of our lives, but I mean, are we? Was that
Whole
it?
Foods orders.
So, yeah, we're back to eating plant-based food. And that's it. We both decide. He actually was the first one that said, I think I want to go back in this direction. You get to a point where you say,
I'm going to be 74 here.
I said,
in
what did I
another
say?
month.
Yeah.
And my family does not have a history of longevity. So whatever I can do to extend my longevity,
Yep.
I
I mean,
want to.
there's a lot of issues that go along with being plant-based, and we cherish them all, So, but health is a big one, and I said, I want us around for a while, and
I do
so
too.
he said, actually, he was the one that brought it up,
Oh.
Mr. Meat Man.
It may not happen because
What now?
we got another piece of good news today. Guess who just arrived
Oh,
at
wait
our
till you hear
neighbor to the
this.
north? The giant Asian killer hornets. Yes. These giant hornets that have
Unbelievable.
stingers longer than their bodies and are much more toxic than regular hornets are now up in Washington State. And the good news is, what do they eat as their main source of food? Honeybees. Honeybees on which we are dependent for pollination,
Yeah.
which means which we are dependent for everything that's eaten on this planet, even meat, because the meat has to eat grains and stuff like that. So if they wipe out the honeybees, you wipe out life on this planet.
But guess what they're going to do?
That's what they're gonna do.
This is going to blow your mind.
They're going to trap one or more of these
yeah,
hornets they're going to fit them with a
tracking device, and then they're going to follow them back to their nests and destroy the nests. Can you imagine the size of a tracking device? I mean, unless these hornets are this big. I know they call them giant, but it's going to be like an ankle bracelet. You know, people who are at home confinement, they get the ankle bracelet. Can you imagine putting, honestly, a tracker on a hornet?
I think that hornet will be beat to death when he gets back to the hive. The other hornets will say, "You're wearing a tracking device."
Here's the thing, you know, you don't think about this now. I mean, you know, balance and aerodynamics and all those things that go in with bees and hornets and whatever, birds. You put a little something that insignificant on a flying animal, a flying thing, that's going to interrupt their balance.
Maybe they'll have to crawl back to
Well, they may have. They're going to put tracking devices on hornets.
Those have got to be. Just thinking about the electronics involved, that you can get a tracking device on a hornet and follow it back.
Unbelievable. It's amazing. So that's what's going on.
But one more thing to worry about, killer Asian giant hornets.
All right, let's move on.
Okay.
Hot, haircut. You take me so damn literal sometimes I want to just throttle him. I say something to him, and he'll say, I don't know what it is. This beer is green. Now you know the beer's not green. I said, it's a joke. The bottle's green. I know the beer's not green.
Why I drink, huh?
And he does it every day, and it just drives me crazy. Okay.
Short drive.
It is a short drive. I'm making, speaking of plant-based foods, I'm making black bean burgers tonight, baby. Mm-hmm. So
we had tacos with last night with Jill's homemade beef.
Now, pretty good.
The taste wasn't bad, but I have a problem with beef that won't brown.
Well, here's the thing: in fact, I got this recipe from this chemist. I won't call him that. He's chemical. He's a guy that loves to get in there and do kitchen chemistry. Is that the word? Yeah. He's like a mad scientist in there. He's just crazy. I love him. And he's done this beef thing that's just like Beyond Burger. And you know what? I believe it is like Beyond Burger.
We haven't tried Beyond Burger,
but it's pretty close. Yeah, but he puts beet powder in it to give it that color, and we said no, we don't like the color. So I will make it again.
It looks like raw burger.
Yeah, so I'll make it again, but not put that in there. So it was good though.
Yeah,
it was good.
Taste was good.
So we're having black bean burgers tonight, and a salad and some fruit, if my salad ever shows up. Okay, now movies. We have been busy on the movie front. We broke down, but it was a financial win for us, and we picked up the Turner Classic Movie channel. We had
for less than $10 a month.
Yeah.
And movies, if we want to see anything that isn't available free to us, it usually costs between $4 and $8 to rent a movie. So if we see 3 movies a month, we've paid for our...
And we have paid for it this month.
Yeah.
We made up for it. We saw some excellent movies. Actually, I don't think we've been with them for almost 2 weeks. But we're trying to watch a movie a day, just one. We saw, and these are in the lineup of what we saw. Rio Grande. Oh, with the Duke. Oh,
good old Western.
What are you going to say? Maureen O'Hara.
Oh, my God. Victor McLaughlin.
Oh, so beautiful. You can't take it with you. Was that Fitzgerald? Not Barry Fitzgerald. Who was that? The same guy that was in It's a Wonderful Life. Wasn't that the movie he was in? Lionel Barrymore. That's who it was. You can't take it with you. An old...
Barry Fitzgerald.
I knew it wasn't right. But that was like from the late 30s.
You knew Barry was in there somewhere, yeah.
That was just barely post Depression, maybe.
Yep.
The Wings of Eagles, again, another John Wayne film. Excellent movie.
We watched a lot of John Wayne
We did,
films.
actually. Here's the last one we watched. They Were Expendable, with the Duke and Montgomery Clift. So...
I see the next one on your list. A real fun movie.
Oh, you got to see it if you
and I was never a big Barbara Streisand fan or Ryan O'Neal fan, but What's Up, Doc?
Yeah, it's not funny, girl. It's What's Up, Doc.
It's a funny movie.
I'm telling you what, Ryan O'Neal.
And it took place in San Francisco, my hometown. So
a fun film. And you know what? I actually, in fact, we have these friends, Bob and Diane, and I've talked with Bob, and I've conversed about this before. That when I see a period piece, whether it's from the film noir era or the Thin Man, where it's the old fathers. Deco, Art Deco period. The 70s. I just zoom in on colors and style and the gold and I just eat it up with a spoon.
Try and watch a movie with her sometime.
I know.
A 2-hour movie takes about 6 hours.
Stop the cameras.
Put that on hold for a minute.
I want to look at everything in there. The Seahawk, Errol Flynn.
Errol Flynn, swashbuckling.
Great movie. Captain Newman, MD. Very interesting movie.
Yeah, Tony Curtis, Gary Peck, Gregory Peck, Angie Dickinson,
and Bobby Darin, who was nominated for an Academy Award.
Eddie Albert.
Oh God,
it's about an Army psychiatric hospital. Excellent.
Oh my God, it was good. It was good. All of these we have found on Turner. I think all of them, didn't we? Yeah. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. John Denver and George Burns. I mean, just delight. Just delight. And the last one we saw yesterday was really an excellent movie, Spencer's Mountain.
It's the Spencer's Mountain with Henry Fonda was the basis for the Walton series.
Yeah, and of course Maureen O'Hara, who I dearly love. I always loved her. I think there was always something about her I enjoyed so much. So beautiful. Oh my God, she's so beautiful. So we saw Spencer's Mountain yesterday. So we've been trying to get a movie a day, and we're enjoying it. So as you can see, we have really made our TCM movie money go far. And that's it.
What's the... Uh-oh.
That's the last. That's dessert. That's a pièce de résistance. Anything, honey pie?
No, I got shot down on that.
Don't you read the notes? Notes are it's like Biden this week. You know, he did a speech. You know, and a question answer thing, and you guys got to watch your notes.
And his notes, where people could see them.
They zoomed right in.
Those cameras will pick up anything.
Anything. So you got to watch your notes. Anyway, they zoomed in on his notes, so you got to be careful about your notes.
Don't let them zoom in on your notes.
Don't zoom in on those notes. Are we done here? Are we done? Okay, I
think we've sunk low.
I think we have sunk really low this time. Okay, but see, you missed us, didn't you? It's been almost 2 weeks from us. We had a signature glass of wine, so we kind of caught up. I need another sip of wine.
I'll take another swig of beer.
Okay, comments of the week. Comments of the week. Now, if you'd like to be nominated for a comment of the week, just send them in. Now, I don't want profanity, any of that stuff. But when you hear these comments, you'll understand where I'm coming from. Okay. Here's one comment. There's a comment, and then there's an honorable mention. I did a chickpea tuna salad recipe where you take chickpeas and you make like a tuna salad-y kind of thing.
Chickpeas aren't my favorite.
But how was it?
It was good.
You said you'd eat it again.
It was good. Yeah, I would.
Okay.
I like chickpeas, but only usually in falafel or hummus.
God, I know it. I wish to God you'd quit telling me that. I know it.
Oh, I haven't seen a piece of falafel in forever.
I know it. Anyway, I digress. Okay, here's the comment.
Didn't you love her in The Wizard of Oz? Up to the point she got killed?
The house fell on me?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. So this is a comment that came after I posted that video on the chickpea tuna in parentheses, in quotes. I use the word tuna.
Are you going to get to the comment today?
I have to set up I refuse to ever eat a plant-based diet. They've lied to us for generations on animal fat. Now, whether or not they've lied to us about animal fat, it doesn't matter, okay? That's not the point. I had to respond. I had to. I had to. I said, if you are against plant-based diets, then why are you watching a video on a plant-based diet recipe? I mean, if you're watching this, I'd like to have a response from you. If you don't believe in plant-based diets and you think they're hooey, which is your right, absolutely your right. Well, why would you watch it? Honorable mention goes to same video. Tuna isn't plant-based! ! It's a fish species. Well,
did you say tuna was plant-based?
Tuna.
Mock tuna.
Yeah, tuna. And he says tuna, or he who it, whatever, isn't plant-based. It's a fish species.
Obviously a deep thinker.
Now, I thank you for that lesson in, what would that be? Not animal husbandry. What is that?
Biology?
Okay, I'll give that to you. So there you are. That is comment of the week and honorable mention of the week. And if you'd like to participate in this wonderful new part of Jill for today, just let me know.
I am a vegetable.
All right, are we done now?
Yeah, unless you'd like to revisit the whole Whole Foods issue, which I don't suspect you would. You're sorry we went there in the first place.
We are. It just went on. Well, it's a dramatic thing. Like I said, we have no life. None. And when we can throw out some story that like we'll chew on it for a couple of days, we're happy to do that.
We told them about the killer bees.
Now that's an interesting story. It's
yeah, they may be in Washington now, but they're coming soon to a town near you. So keep an eye out. You see a large bee flying around with a tracking device on it, you know what that you're in trouble.
You know, just a real quick aside here and we'll let you go. When we were looking at homes to buy, like, oh my God, a number of thousands of years ago, we were in a neighborhood looking at a house with a realtor. And we're in the house, you know, doing how you do, you look around. And I don't think we started to step out the door. Did we even step out the door? I don't think we even started.
I think we were outside and we saw that and we went in the door.
There was a swarm, like a whole, you know how beehives will move on their own. They decide we're going to leave this one and go to something new. This entire beehive of bees was migrating through this neighborhood. I've never seen anything like it in my life. And you're right, we were outside and we said, OMG. And we, three of us, hit to that door as fast as we could, and we waited it out. It took about a half hour for them to kind of move on through, but they were everywhere. They were just like this huge, huge black cloud of bees. I'd never seen. I hadn't ever seen anything like that. Go ahead.
One of the films we saw on, we haven't watched it, but I remember it as one of the first science fiction films I ever saw. Forbidden Planet with Leslie Nielsen.
Oh my God. Well, was
Naked Gun fame and Walter Pidgeon.
Walter Pidgeon, yeah. Who was a classic old movie guy, you know. I mean,
yes.
To have him do, what was it called? Forbidden
We
Planet?
started to watch an old Walter Pidgeon movie the other day where he played a detective named Nick Carter. We lasted about 5 minutes. And
it just didn't do it for
terrible,
us.
So.
I got one more story about
of course
bees.
You do.
About bees. When I was a little kid, maybe 6 or 7.
I can top that.
Okay. We had a bunch of, some very large elm probably in our front yard, like 3 of them, big, big trees. And a beehive. Now, you know, I'm sure you've seen, maybe these are actually more common than I am aware of, but it was one of these big hanging bee scaps? What do they call those?
Hives?
No, honey. I know it's a hive, but...
Nests?
No, stop it there. Okay, I almost got it. It's a...
We'll have a contest. You write in and tell us what she's talking about, and if you know...
Okay, it's a basket that looks like a beehive. It's called a...
A bee basket.
Okay, what doesn't matter? Anyway, there was this big beehive hanging in the tree. All, of course, all made of mud or whatever they make their beehives out. It's just, well, it's about the size of a football. So I convinced my brother Tony, who was 2 years ahead of me. So he's probably about 8, 9 maybe. Tony, I think you should throw a football at that thing and see what happens. And of course the bees are doing their thing. They're in and out, in and out. Tony, you need to throw a football at that. Oh, no. I'm not going there. Tony, throw the football at it. No. You think I should? Throw the football at it, Tony. Oh, I don't know, man. Tony, throw the damn ball. He did.
Old gullible Tony.
He threw the football at this beehive. Well, do I need to tell you what happened? My God.
No, as long as you told the bee
Wait a
story.
second. I had him in my hair. I'm at the front door screaming for Mother to open the door. Mother, open the door. And the bees just everywhere. I didn't get stung.
Yeah.
That is the amazing thing. I did not get stung. Okay, go ahead.
When I was a kid, we went camping in Marin County, where we always went. And my little brother, who's 3 years younger than I am, noticed some bee activity coming out of a stump of one of the trees. So he went over there and he got stung. So a little while later, he went back to see if they were still there. And guess what? They were. So by the 9th time he got stung, he still hadn't learned his lesson. But anyway, I guess little brothers aren't that smart. Except my little brother is a Yale and Harvard trained cardiologist, so maybe bee stings are good for you, that they make you smarter.
That? Yeah.
So anyway, that's it.
All right.
You must be exhausted.
I am totally exhausted. The Whole Foods thing just wore me out.
They thought the Alamo was a tough battle. The Whole Foods Amazon battle, that was something to really talk about.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I know.
Let's go watch a movie.
I think we lost people about an hour ago.
Oh, I hope so.
This is epic length.
Epic lame?
Epic length.
Lame. Oh, length. I thought you said epic lame.
Okay.
It's that too.
I think we're done here now.
I think so.
Oh God, you know what you didn't do?
What?
You didn't turn the light on.
Oh.
We're going to have to do it over.
I do some of my best work in the dark.
Oh.
No, we're not going to do it over. I wouldn't subject anybody.
Oh, come on. We need to do it over.
No, you'll just have to.
But he did. He forgot to turn the light on.
Yeah,
all right, everybody. It's your fault. You forgot to turn the light on.
It's my fault.
All right.
I need a shot to go with this beer.
I think you do. I need another glass of wine. We love you guys, and we hope that at least we brought you about 45 minutes worth of joy.
Oh, no, we brought them 45.
Oh, gosh, there's an email. Could it be Whole Foods?
We brought them.
Oh, no, it's not.
We brought them 45 seconds out of 45 minutes of pure joy.
Okay,
so.
well, anyway, you know what? Whatever.
Thanks for putting up with us.
Thanks for putting up with us. Like I said, we love you guys. We're so happy you're along with this wacky world.
And we're still alive and well so far.
We hope you are all doing well.
Yeah.
Oh, we hope
please
you're
stay safe out there.
Oh, please, wear a mask, huh? Wash your hands.
Wear a mask, wash your hands.
Stay
avoid
the distance.
Crowds.
Go the distance.
Yeah, keep social distancing.
Remember Kevin Costner in the movie Field of Dreams? Go the distance. Remember,
Go the distance,
what was his name? Burt Lancaster. Go the distance.
Doc.
No, Moonshine Graham. Doc Graham.
Moonlight Graham.
That's what I said.
No, you said moonshine. Shows you where her mind is.
Go the distance. Keep that distance. Keep it. We love you guys. Take care. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.